Hey guys, welcome to the MCH's Dark Age content video. Deborah and I have been working hard on the server for 4 months, and we are really excited to finally release it. In this video, we will be covering the basics of each major feature to help ease any confusion on launch day. We've left forum links to feature articles in the description for you guys to look through for more specifics. If you have any questions at all for us, please talk to us on the forums or feel free to DM us on Discord.
So first we'll be going through the tutorial on the server. Once you spawn, you'll spawn here in the center block, and then you can go forward and click on this NPC to take the tutorial quest. You can see in the chat window that it tells you to go to the dungeon hub, which is where you'll be able to participate in the dungeons on the server. So you can visit this NPC, and when you walk up to this NPC, you are able to click for info as it shows above. You can read through all the different menu sections, the different dungeons. And each feature will have an NPC like this. The next area you can view is the tutorial dungeon. It'll be here. You can enter. It'll put you in the hub, the lobby for the dungeon. And once you're in the lobby, you can see the chat ticking down. And you'll be able to just fight the mobs. They're very easy. You're gonna log in without any armor, so they're very easy to kill. This is to give you a overview of what the dungeons are gonna be like. They can see each wave has to be cleared for new minions to spawn, and now the boss should be spawning this round. Kill the boss, it'll immediately take you out of your dungeon and complete it. And you can see in chat as well that the quest is complete. So now we can go to the quest master. Next on the list. So once you teleport here, you can do the quest master. There's a leaderboard for quest points. You can complete up to 6 quests daily. Each day of the week has an icon at the quest master. So today being Monday, I can click here, take the quests. Right now my quest log is full, so you'll see that it only took 1 quest. But if your quest log was not full, you would be able to take 6 different quests for each day. And these quests rotate daily. You'll get a quest point, you'll get your rewards based on difficulty, which is also shown in the forum guides for each respective quest reward. So next you can see after speaking with the NPC, you're able to go to the bounty area, which is /bounty. And that'll just put you in front of the teleporter pad and spawn. And when you move, you'll be able to complete that section of it. You see the different areas when you step here. It'll give a bottom will be a brief description. You can teleport to the map with the description of the map. And then you have your different spawn areas. We'll cover more about the bounties later. For now, this is just the tutorial. So the last area you can visit in the spawn is Magic Enchants, which is where you can view all the different info for Alchemist, Enchanter, Tinker. If you've been around for Stoneblock, you know how all 3 of these work. But the general idea is that they're what'll let you combine, break down, upgrade all of your different custom enchant books on the server. And again, there's another NPC here to cover everything you need. And now we're off to the last area of the tutorial, which is Build World. So when you walk up to this NPC, you'll get your starter kit. You're not gonna have a diamond sword at the start. Your kit will be these items in my action bar now. That'll be your usual starter kit, and then you will be able to click on the NPC as always to get your wild teleport to get started. It'll just teleport you somewhere random as usual on server. So with the tutorial covered, we'll now be going over menu, which you can type /menu in chat, and you can view your profile, which will cover your balance, your guild, playtime, and MCMMO. Just to have it all in one place. These are all viewable other places as well, but this puts them all together. You can view the server rules. You can teleport to the build world. You can view all warps. You can teleport to the quest master as I showed. You can view all server features. You can view all the shop information, auction house, market, shop GUI, and then you can also access all of the links in one place using this. So this menu will be the hub where you're for anything server related if you need any information with plugins or anything like that. feature of Dark Age, you'll be able to join into dungeons that offer experience, money, and magic and chance as a reward from the final boss. Dungeons at launch will be organized in sets of with one at easy, medium, and hard difficulty. Future dungeons may not follow this pattern. Each dungeon has a boss at the end of the dungeon that will complete it, along with rewarding the book from each respective dungeon. Equipment recommended for dungeons is god armor at bare minimum, as well as other specific items that'll be listed in the description for each dungeon. The credits for each dungeon are also showed in the description. For example, we'll be running through the graveyard, which is part of the paladin set dungeon. You can see that the set, the boss, the reward, the equipment, and credits all listed underneath that. So now we'll be able to join this dungeon over here in the paladin area. And you'll be put into a lobby where you have 30 seconds to join with your friends. You can see that Lila has joined the lobby as well. And whenever this timer runs out, we'll be put into the dungeon. Dungeons are organized by wave, and every time you clear a wave, it'll advance to the next wave, all the way until the final boss as you progress through the dungeon. I just wait for countdown. And you can see that we were thrown in a dungeon, and you have different mobs that you'll be fighting through the. So there's no unique items in here like the bounty map, but you will get money whenever killing a mob, based on whatever player deals the last hit on each mob. And you can see that each mob has different abilities. As the gargoyles in this dungeon will apply blindness as you proceed through the dungeon, and you'll just fight them more or less. The dungeons do not scale with players. You'll have the same amount of mobs whether there's one player or 4 players. So it's encouraged to join the dungeons in groups. All players will receive the final reward, but will not all receive the money reward from each mob. This encourages people to play together as we go through. So you can see as we go through the phases of the mobs spawn in different areas, and we'll slowly be working our way forward through the dungeon towards the boss. Since I'm a Badlion client, you can also see my durability up in the top left corner. You'll want to, the mobs drop experience potions. They're able to repair your gear while you're in the dungeon. In easy dungeons, it is not as mandatory, but when you get up to higher difficulty dungeons, you will need to be able to repair your gear while in the dungeon, as you will not be able to use your you will not be able to leave the dungeon until you complete it without failing the dungeon. And you can see in chat, it says next wave starts in the countdown. Now it says arena entering phase 4, which just means phase 4. I believe there's 9 phases in the dungeon, and we'll just play through each one to demonstrate how the feature works. You can see that these mobs are capable of teleporting us around, as well as the gargoyles have blind. There are other dungeons, you'll see a different other abilities. Anywhere from TNT to igniting, growing. There's a variety of different abilities that the different mobs will have based on the theme of the dungeon and what type of mob they are. Right there you can see that there's a cobweb at my feet, which means I was frozen by the different mobs. So you see this round, there's a form of mini boss, so every dungeon has its own unique mobs designed to go with it. This is a very basic run through. You're able to bring any items that you choose into the arena. If you were to choose to bring a bow, you'd be allowed to. There is no item restriction to what can be brought into the different dungeon. And as difficult as suggests, this is an dungeon, which means the other dungeon is much harder to complete, but will give way higher reward. So it's best to come prepared, make sure that you are losing as little as possible. See in chat, whenever a player dies, it will announce their death and tell you how many lives you have left. Easy dungeons, you'll have 5 lives. Medium, you'll have 3. Medium, you'll have 4. Hard, you will have 3 lives. There's also a time limit. It is not a strict time limit, but they're respected based off of each dungeon and what you feel is appropriate, what should take you to complete. There's also 3 lobbies, so if there's another dungeon in progress, you'll be able to join a different lobby. That way you do not have to wait for other people to complete their own dungeon. It's recommended to join with your guilds, as at golden tier guilds, you're able to receive guild buffs, which allow you to buff all members of the party while in the dungeon. There's other different various bonuses that you'll be able to receive to make dungeons a bit more interactive as you complete them. Later on, the other dungeons will have different themes, such as puzzle, fighting similar to this style, or other just various unique things to make the dungeon will feel unique. So this last round, this should be the final wave, as it should announce in chat, yes. Fight all the different mobs there. So each boss fight is unique, as I explained. And once you kill this boss down here, you'll be able to get your damage. So in this case, Thunla is a boss that is not able to move and he relies on the minions. So once you kill his minions, you are able to fight him and receive the final loot. On killing him, we'll be immediately teleported out. It'll announce that the dungeon. You can view your rewards. So $1,000 for killing the boss. You can see the book that we received from him, as well as all the different money vouchers and experience bottles that you will receive from the different mobs. And that is the feature.
Bounties are large, explorable, open-world style maps with extensive and competitive PvE. Killing bosses rewards players with money and XP vouchers, as well as items. Regular bounty bosses spawn by player with a 15-minute cooldown, and map bosses spawn each hour with a global cooldown. Map bosses drop loot for 2 people. If you view /bounties, you can see the map specifics, like the status of keep inventory and PvP. There is currently 1 map available at launch, but there will be ones with different themes and elements, and different statuses of keep inventory and PvP at later updates.
So once you go to the map, as Lila said, the first map will be a sea map. You're able to boat between the islands and spawn different mobs in. You'll see when I boat over to this island here, there will be mobs that spawn once I reach the island. You can go up and fight the different mobs. Different mobs will have their own abilities or other features that make them unique to the server, and they'll have their own loot drops, such as castaway sailors will drop diamonds on death. There's only a % chance of receiving the item, so you'll not get them every time. As you'll see, that one did not drop a diamond. We'll hope that this one did not drop a diamond either. With the enchant feature of Dark Age, you're able to obtain different custom enchants through the shop, crates, dungeons, boss arena, and various areas of the server. You can view a full enchant list in the description. Books have a different success chance or failure rate based on how you obtain them. Many dungeons or other various areas will have a 0% failure rate, but may have a low success rate that you can increase with magic dust. A full guide for this plugin can be viewed on the forums, as well as all other information needed. The Enchanter will allow you to buy the custom enchants using different amounts of experience points. You can view in this menu that you're able to buy the standard, which are your shop enchants, Crate, Dungeon, and Boss Arena, with increasing amounts as you go, with the cheapest being the shop enchants. From the Enchanter, you're also able to go to the Tinkerer, where you are able to break down books that you have into dust that you can use to upgrade other books of the same quality. The final NPC, the Alchemist, will allow you to combine different types of dust into a stronger dust. So 4 and a 5% would make a 9% dust that you are then able to add to your book. You're also able to combine multiple books of the same tier to upgrade the tier, similar to how vanilla enchants work.
The boss arena is an area for players to fight difficult bosses that each drop one custom enchant to 4 participating players. There are currently 9 purchasable bosses in /shop GUI, where hovering over the icon lists the drop. After buying, you do /warp boss arena, where you will need god gear to fight the bosses. After you spawn there, when you use the egg, the boss should spawn on an emerald block, and if he has any minions, they will spawn on the gold blocks around him. Good luck!
For the quest feature of Dark Age, you're able to complete quests that give you money, XP, and quest points daily. There's 6 per day, and you can have 12 at a time, which means that you're able to take up to 2 days worth of quests before completing any. The Quest Master is where you will take your daily quests, as I showed in the tutorial, today being Monday. You can take all 6 of your quests from the Quest Master. When you earn quest points, there is a leaderboard tracking the players with the highest amount of quest points. And then milestones allow you to complete quests once you reach certain requirements on the server. At launch, there will be a milestone quest for all MCMMO stats, doing the final MCMMO stats, then quest points.
World bosses are located throughout the build world at set landmarks. They spawn at the top of every hour and despawn 1 minute before the hour changes. There are 5 crates that spawn, each containing several books specific to an element of combat: tank, electric, sword, axe, and archery. Requires a key to open, and these are awarded to the player by defeating a world boss in combat.
So for the guilds feature, you can get to this through the feature menu as well to view this yourself on the server. Open that, and you can view the different information here. As the general overview says, you'll be able to play with 4 players in your guild. You could have less, but you will not be able to go above 4. Anything else will need to be left to alliances. You can, if you click on this, that guide will take you to the forums link where there's more information given on all topics. Then you have your guild list. You can run guild list the command, or if you click here, it'll show you a list of all existing guilds currently. Into the menu, your guilds will be able to have different ranks customizable within them. You'll have member, which is your usual default. Officer, which is a more trusted member of the guild. They have invite perms, stuff like that. Co-leader is more or less someone that you would trust as guildmaster. They have the same permissions as guildmaster, but they're not the person that created the guild. More detailed information for all of their perms can be viewed on that forum guide. And lastly, the guilds can be upgraded using in-game currency, just regular balance, and you will start at bronze when you create your guild. Then you can progressively upgrade your way through silver, gold, platinum, and diamond for different bonuses for you and the players in your guild, which range anywhere from different potion buffs that you can activate through a menu to a personal vault for your guild members that is shared between all members to even a damage boost at the maximum rank. More detailed information for all this can be viewed on the forums guide linked in the description.